Hey there guys, and welcome back. As always, thank you so much for clicking on this video and joining me as we talk some more movie news here. We're going to be talking about the live action Lilo and Stitch trailer. It dropped online a couple of hours ago. I had a chance to see it. It's better than I thought it would be. The CGI on Stitch looks incredible. It looks like he's ripped right out of the animation. It's cute, it's charming, it's heartwarming, it's troublesome. We all know what Stitch is like. He's kind of like a naughty puppy almost. But I had so much fun watching the trailer. There were parts of it that had me laughing out loud, and now that I've seen this trailer, I'm all the more excited to see this movie once it drops. But guys, in this video, we're going to check out some information and news surrounding the movie. We'll play the trailer over the top, and then also we'll go over to YouTube and check out the comments and the feedback and see what some of you guys are saying about this trailer. So without further ado, let's get into this. It comes to us from comicbook.com. Live action Lilo and Stitch trailer finally drops with two major character design changes. So, Dr. Jumba Jakiba and Agent Pleakley are better at disguising themselves this time around. I'm so sorry if I butchered those names. Dr. Jumba Jakiba and Agent Pleakley? I think that's how you say it. Again, I'm sorry if I butchered that. Look at this picture. Look how cute that thing is. I mean, just look at him. He's like, for all you guys out there who own dogs, this is exactly what it's like owning a dog. They're cute and they're cuddly and they play on your heartstrings, but they're really naughty and mischievous at the same time. And that's exactly what Stitch is like here. But the CGI and the design looks incredible. I absolutely love it. So, the trailer for the Disney's live action Lilo and Stitch remake dropped Wednesday morning, which is obviously today, though it's hard to call this one live action. The movie employs actors and actresses to play the human characters, but aliens like Stitch are CGI animated, along with the big action scenes and the outer space settings. Yeah, well, we say live action, don't we? When it includes, basically, when you're taking like an animated movie and you're injecting it into the real world with real actors, that's basically what live action is. It's clear that a lot of animation work went into the production, and hopefully the final result can intrigue some new fans. Yeah, after seeing this trailer, I have no doubt in my mind that this movie is going to make a really big load of cash at the box office. I think it's going to do incredibly well. I could imagine it landing anywhere from sort of 600 million upwards, 700, maybe 800. I think it's going to do incredibly well. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be interested to see this. So, Lilo and Stitch hits theaters on Memorial Day weekend, May the 23rd, 2025. So this trailer comes just in the nick of time. Commenters are clearly a little worn out by these live-action remakes, but they didn't have any major complaints about this first look. Yeah, in the weeks coming up to this trailer, I've been seeing a lot of people online making comments about it. Why do we need another, live-action remake? The animated classic is fine. What is the point of this? Nobody wants this. But then when you go over onto the YouTube and you look at the reaction to this trailer, people are pretty positive about it. So, there's that. The Lilo and Stitch remake has been on Disney's slate for a long time now, and fans have been surprised by the muted ad campaign for this movie so far. Many expected a trailer during the Super Bowl, but Disney seems to have downplayed its presence at the event. Now the trailer comes when we were least expecting it, but it hasn't failed to garner attention. And speaking of the trailer, let's go over to YouTube now and check out some of the statistics and the comments. So it dropped 2 hours ago, 239,847 views from 2 hours ago when it debuted. It's got 28,000 likes, 2.3 thousand dislikes. So the ratio of likes to dislikes is really, really positive. That's great to see. And then we've got over 2,000 comments. Obviously, we can't get to all those 2,000 comments, but we can get a nice kind of little feeling here for the comments by just reading a nice sample size here. So I'm just glad Chris Sanders is still voicing Stitch. Literally no other person could do it better. Yeah, the guy who created the character and voiced the character in the original animated movie is voicing Stitch in this movie, which is pretty damn cool. This is the first Disney live-action remake I'm actually excited for. Stitch and other alien characters look great, and it's really nostalgic to see all scenes recreated. I screamed when the ice cream fell on the floor. We finally got to see my boy, our boy, sorry. I can already tell this is going to be the best Disney live-action remake. This live-action Stitch design is just too adorable. Yeah, I mean, the toys, the sales for the toys around and after this movie are going to go through the roof. Every little boy, every little girl out there who watches this movie is going to want a Stitch doll or a Stitch toy or something with Lilo and Stitch on it. The merchandise is just going to go crazy. every time Disney put out like a Star Wars or like a Disney a product that has a really cute creature on it, it always does really well with the merchandise. The people who worked on this need to make live actions for all the future projects. They get what made the movie so good. I feel like Lilo and Stitch story actually fits live action. It's like the same Stitch from the animated movie jumped out into our world. It feels really authentic. Yeah, that's exactly what it does feel like, yeah. I'm not a fan of Disney live action remakes as of late, but so far they've nailed the CGI. Stitch is perfect. Lilo is also adorable. Why was this one of the best trailers for a Disney live action film? Yeah, it's not wrong. It is one of the best live action trailers. It's amazing how Disney can go from Snow White to this masterpiece within a year. Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? When you look at the contrast between what's happened with Snow White and what they've done with this movie, it's kind of night and day, isn't it? Really. Disney, you mad lads, you freaking nailed it. Oh my god, everything to the Elvis music, to the ice cream dropping on the floor, this is perfect. We'll read a couple more. I forgive them for giving Jumper and Pleakley human disguises because Pleakley looks perfect when he's nailed in alien form. Again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. Never thought I'd see the day when the majority are excited for a Disney remake. Yeah, so that's just a small selection of the comments there, guys, but I invite you to come over and read more if you want to get more of a sense of what the community is saying. But I mean, it's really positive through and through. I've not seen any negative comments about this so far, which is really, really great to hear. So let's go back over to the article and keep reading some of the news. So the remake features Chris Sanders reprising his role as the voice of Stitch. Sanders created the character and wrote the story for the original 2002 film. It's so great that he's coming back for this live action remake. It just adds a bit more authenticity to the project, and it's great to hear that that he's involved as well. So sharing writing and directorial credit with Dean DeBlois. Stitch companion Lilo is played by Maya Kiloa, while Lilo's older sister Nani is played by Sydney, however you say that name, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. The actress who originally voiced Nani, Tia Carrere, returns to live action here to play a social worker, checking up on Nani's guardianship of Lilo. However, the gruff social worker Cobra Bubbles is also back on the case, this time played by Courtney B. Vance. So the biggest changes we can see here in the trailer are the extraterrestrials, Dr. Jumba Jakiba and Agent Pleakley. Jakiba is played by Zach Galifianakis. I love him. He's so funny in everything that he's in. He's such a great guy. And Pleakley is played by Bill, however you pronounce that name there. Billy, however you pronounce that. And it looks like their disguises will be a little more thorough this time while they're on Earth. The two will assume human forms through some kind of technology, blending in more believably than the original. This means fans may see less of their unique character designs than before. Yeah, I mean, that's always the case though, isn't it? When we change a animated movie into a live action movie, there's certain design things that you have to change up ever so slightly. Certain things that work in animation wouldn't look right in a live action setting. So I understand why maybe their appearances had to be tweaked and changed a little bit. But as long as it doesn't distort the source material too much, then we can do some workarounds and small tweaks here and there. That's to be expected, changing animation into live action. So Disney's live action CGI remakes of its animated classics have been some of the studio's biggest projects of the last decade, and it looks like it will stay that way for quite some time. This spring alone, we're getting Snow White, which is going to bomb hard, according to a lot of people, but I'm not so sure, on March 21st, followed quickly by Lilo and Stitch, with a live-action Moana following in July of 2026. That's going to make a lot of money, that is. After that, the slate includes Hercules, Robin Hood, the Aristocats, Bambi, Tangled, though none of these have release dates yet. Bambi in live action, that's going to be strange. For the most part, these movies have been commercially successful with no particularly great critical acclaim. There's a lot of variance in the generalization. Mulan was released straight to streaming, for example, while Cruella and Little Mermaid hardly made back double their budgets. Critics may pick out a favorite, but in the general, most agree that the new medium is not adding much to these stories. Yeah, that's a lot of people, isn't it? Their track record when it comes to live action remakes at Disney is kind of all over the place. I mean, you look at one film and it does incredibly well. Their next live action does really, really badly. It's very hit and miss all over the place. But from looking at this trailer, I think this movie's squarely in the safe category. I think it's going to make a lot of money, and I think it's going to do quite well for itself. Lilo and Stitch may be poised to bring something new to the table. But either way, it definitely looks like a great excuse to get out on the holiday weekend. It hits theaters May 23rd, 2025. The original animated movie is streaming now on Disney+. So there we go, guys. That's the trailer there and some information regarding the film. I think it looks fantastic. I laughed out loud. I had a great time. It was charming. It was cute. It was everything that I wanted it to be. And I can't wait to get out and see it day one once it releases. I'm going to be there, guys. Jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think. You see the trailer and this information. Are you more excited to see this? Or do you think the trailer doesn't look that good? Whatever your thoughts are, guys, jump into the comment section and let us know what you think. Thanks so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Consider becoming a subscriber of the channel if you haven't done so far. Goes a long way to supporting the content, so I'd really appreciate that. And as always, I will see you in the next video.